So there's a soap that I used to make. I haven't made it in a couple years, and I thought it was time to make it again. I just really felt like it was such an serene scent that I wanted to name it Serenity. I've used this scent in some bath bombs here or there or different things like that, but soap is where it's at. That's where my sales are with this scent, and it is lovely. So stay tuned to the making of one of my favorite designs of the year, Serenity. All right, we are moving on to Serenity tonight. This is what I call Sugar Plum Blossom. I know this is supposed to be a wintry scent. To me, it doesn't really smell wintry. It's one of those soothing scents that is just a nice, calming, soothing scent that, to me, it smells very serene, and that's why I call it Serenity. I did all of this earlier today, so everything is pretty cool right now. I just got back from visiting my mom. So these are 78. That just on top is 84, but it may be different inside. Definitely cooler than I normally soap anymore. I had a lovely visit with my mom, and my nephew was there, so it was just kind of nice. Let me get my clay in here. Alrighty, and then I'm going to go ahead and put my goat milk in here as well. And I meant to look at my last time I made this soap because I really thought the colors were very pretty. And I thought, well, I will recreate that, but do it better. So they were pretty thin, and they were too many, as I've been sharing with you guys that I normally have lately been putting just way too much, pulling off way too much soap for my accent colors. So I thought I would try to recreate it a little bit and try to do a better job. But I don't really remember. Let me see if I can find a picture on my phone real quick. Oh, I don't have my phone. I'm going to go look real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, well, I can't find it. And I know I try to keep one picture of every old soap that I've made just so I can look back on them. I can't find them. I know that it had like a pink and orange swirl though. So pink lemonade has a black lid. All my other jars have white lids. So let's get rid of this one and use this. That's the reason I'm using pink lemonade, because it has a black lid. And then I don't want like a bright orange, so I think this clementine mica might be really pretty. And I'm going to use these two as accents with a white base. I'm not sure about pink and orange, but it seems like those are the colors I used the last time I made this scent. I'm thinking 1 teaspoon's working pretty well for about, there's probably, what is this, 500 ml? I don't know how many cups or pounds that is of soap. And I will weigh it off, and let's see how much soap fits in one of these little cups. I'm going to stir this. 86, so yes, very cold. I'm almost positive that I have my sodium lactate in here. I need to do a different soap because I've done a lot of hanger swirls today. I've done a drop swirl, but that is basically the extent of what I've done. And I'm wanting to do more simple soaps and more simple designs, but I don't want to be silly with it. I want to do something different sometimes. I want to be careful because this is very cold that I don't get a false trace. But I'm definitely going to be stick blending my colors in and my fragrance oil. I will decide if I'm going to stick blend that or just stir it in. I don't know yet. Haven't decided that. Alrighty. Oh heavens, every time. Every time. So I just pressed down some lye water, 50-50 lye water, into my big soaping pot like this. And I left it because I went to my mom's, and I threw it out. It had eaten the inside of the pot. These are stainless steel. I thought it would be okay, but it wasn't. It had a weird color and weird smell. So 14 ounces, I suppose if I filled it up a little bit, I could get almost a pound in here. And turn my TD. So it's funny with the Sugar Plum Blossom that I'm using today, this is another one of those fragrance oils that I had pulled to sell on my website, because in case you didn't know, I'm selling some of my old things I'm not using, fragrance oils, tools, molds, different things like that. And I had pulled this because I hadn't used it in so many years, probably 2 years it's been on my shelf. But I did not remember that this is what I used in the soap I called Serenity. And when I went back and looked at that, I thought, oh man, no, I need that. I need that Sugar Plum Blossom for this. So I'm glad I discovered that before I sold it. So it doesn't show soap notes on my label. I just know it doesn't discolor, or it doesn't have any vanillin or ethyl vanillin in it. I think it behaved fairly well when I made it. It looks like it's kind of very mildly wanting to rise just a little bit. But I'm going to see if I can stir it out a little bit without having to take a stick blender to it. But if I do, I do. I think I will. It's still quite fluid, so if I have to stick blend it for a few seconds, hopefully it won't cause me any trouble. I kind of purposely ran the stick blender through those a little bit more than I normally would want to. I'm thinking I want to do something a little bit different and get this to be a little bit thick on me. We'll see if I can get it done. But it's behaving so well, I don't know that my trying to make it super thick is going to be working out for me very well. Because I stick blended it that time pretty good. It's a beautifully medium trace right now. Beautiful trace. All right. I thought about doing like the camo, like the real blocky colors. I haven't done that in so many years. But as usual, I have things to do. And I don't know that I have time for it to get thick on me. But you know what I'm going to do? I do have things to do behind me that I need to get some soaping oils ready for tomorrow's soap making adventures. And so I think what I'm going to do is just let this get a little bit thicker. Just going to let it sit here. I'm going to keep my gloves on. That way if it gets really thick, I can just hop right to it. But I do think I want to get this a little bit thicker. Let's have some fun with a very thick soap. See what we can do. It's not crazy thick, but it is definitely, the spoon is standing straight up. Maybe not in the big pot. Well, yeah, it is. There we go. It's thick. I'm going to plop this a little bit. And I don't know if I pulled off actually enough color for what I'm trying to do here, but I'm just going to dollop. We'll see what we get. I'm going to probably do the rest other than what I want for the top. And because it's so thick, I am going to keep a little bit more than I've been lately wanting to keep for the top. Because it's not like I'm going to be able to spread it very well. Now here's the question. Do I do a spoon swirl and swirl those chunks, or do I leave them real chunky and blocky? Normally, I would spoon swirl this because I don't really like the big blocks of color. But this is a different soap, right? We're trying something different for me. So I'm leaving it alone. I'm not gonna swirl it. Ah! It feels very weird not to do anything with the inside of that soap. I hope I don't regret it. I'm not going to regret it because it's just fun, right? It's all good. But I am kind of excited and second guessing myself all at the same time. This fragrance oil behaved very, very well. It got thick, but it didn't get thick without reason. I stick blended it on purpose for quite a bit. I let it sit for quite a bit. When a soap gets thick like this and is super manageable still, that's a good fragrance oil. That is something that's really going to be good to work with. It's getting too thick to probably pound down, so I'm going to pat this, try to smooth this out a little bit. Psych, fooled ya. Not doing the skewer. This is a different soap. I'm not doing the same old top that I normally do. What am I going to do, you say? I don't know. I think I'm going to take this measuring spoon and just do scoopy stuff. But I'm not going to do a point. I'm just going to kind of do that kind of a scoopy thing. Guys, I'm really excited about this one. I think the heat pad is probably free by now. It's been a few hours since I put the soap on there. So I think I will put this on the heating pad, which, if I'm not mistaken, will kind of dull the white, but it'll really make the orange and the pink pop a little bit better. And I think I'd rather have those pop a little bit on the background. We'll cut it in a couple days. Okay, don't mind all this soap shreds all over my counter because this is the third of like 5 or 6 soaps I'm cutting today. And this one is the Serenity. It's just so sweet. It's just one of those soaps. Ooh, these are big. I've been saying all day that this must be a workshop heritage, but I don't know. Those just seem really big to me. Oh, this is the one that I blocked. I like it, guys. Oh, that's fun. There's a little hole there. Oh, yeah. That's fun. That's very different for me. I'm gonna set this aside. I'm gonna find my pictures. Very different design, real kind of bold and blocky, and I just really like these colors together. I think the colors are really fun. Can I remember what color I used? No, I can't. I can't even a little bit. But they're so good. The tones of the colors, I'm really proud of myself. It looks really, really good. I do have some air pockets, but you know, when you're doing a real thick pour like that, it's pretty standard. Unless you tap it down really hard all the way throughout the pour, the plopping that I did. I probably just needed to tap it a little bit more often. I think this is fun. Tell me what you think. I am smitten with this. I'm doing this pour again. It's just fun. I don't know. I love it. I love this scent and this design so much. So I do have a bar of this left. I only have a handful of these left, so it may be gone by the time this airs. But I just think there's just something about the color scheme and just even the blockiness. You would think a Serenity soap would have more of the swirls and different things like this. I just really like the blocks of color in this soap, and I love the two colors I came up with, this orangey and this pinky color. I don't know what made me come up with those. Maybe when I watch the video back, when I'm editing, I'll be able to remember why I came up with those colors. Something about it is so perfect. I'm so tickled with this. And I really, really like the Scoopy top. Everything about this soap. This is my favorite soap that I made. As far as design-wise, this is it for me. I love this one so much. I'm just really proud of this one. So there it is, Serenity. I almost got rid of that bottle. I actually had forgotten that I made soap with this and changed the name because I was thinking, I don't think that I ever made a soap in that. It's like, oh no, I did. I used it in the soap and I just call it Serenity. I'm gushing a little bit. Forgive me, guys. But let me know what you think of this soap and the design and the video, whatever you want to let me know. I'd love to read your comments. Give me a thumbs up though if you like the video. That helps me. Give me a thumbs down if you didn't like the video. That helps me too. And then comment and subscribe and all the good things that you guys do to support me. I appreciate you all so much. And I will see you, I hope, next Saturday. Bye.